Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89, Trekboy 89. Well, I've been watching Star Trek Enterprise recently. I started a Star Trek marathon. I'm watching all the series in chronological order. And, well, I thought I'd pull out, well, naturally I pulled out all the toys for Enterprise while I was watching the show. And I just remembered how much I liked them and how much of a good line of merchandise we got with Enterprise. When it initially came out, we got a weapons accessory pack of the phaser and communicator together. We got the ship, and we got a line of figures with pieces that would have eventually constructed a whole bridge playset. It was pretty good. Unfortunately, they didn't finish off the bridge set. And yeah, but the toy of the Enterprise was pretty good. Now there is a Bandai pre-painted version which is lighted, which is more accurate, but this is actually really good just for a toy. This was such good quality, and I don't think we'd ever had such good quality releases done during the actual show being on air, because often we get collectibles later on. We didn't have them at the time. It's easy to look back and hold up the merch and stuff when you're sort of watching the show and that, but back in the actual moment when the show was actually on, we didn't really have that experience. So I want to do a little video on this. Now the detail's pretty good. The detail's a little softer on the bottom, I noticed, the painting, but the stenciling, the details, all pretty accurate. There's several different colors with, and detail and everything. So, of course, the warp nacelles light up. There's clear blue plastic and clear red plastic there. This no longer has batteries in it. You had a part you could take off, so you could either have it so you could fit a stand, or a panel that was actually accurate that didn't have obviously a giant hole in it. So there's a lot of thought that went into these, a lot of accurate detail, a lot of detail. And aside from a couple little shuttles, it would have been nice. Maybe an opening shuttle bay there, although the actual shuttle bay things were under here somewhere. But they could have had them in the back. I don't know why they didn't do it like that. But yeah, I just want to do a little video about the Star Trek Enterprise merchandise that came out with the toys, because I just remembered how cool they were because I pulled them out because I was watching the show. And of course you press the bridge dome, that's where you get the sound effects and the lighting and everything. Probably the only complaint that I had about it back in the day is that the stand is like a kind of blue, clear blue, and I'm like, they should have just gone with clear or black. The blue just didn't really work. But because I think the costumes, I think blue was something they were using a lot with the packaging and the merchandising and that, so I guess that's just why they decided on blue for the stands. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of or think of the merchandising line that came with Enterprise. 20 years later, it seems, really nostalgic to look back now, 20 years later. Looking at now what we get whole series announced and released, and we get basically no merchandise because no one cares, no one's watching them because the new Trek shows don't do as well as the older ones. And it's a bit sad to look back at what we got and what we had and what we don't have anymore. But maybe in the future we will.